Talking about trust, how do you pull that trust in terms of niche?
You need to brand yourself as an authority. You don't have to have a large market. You just have to have that market and be the best at it. There is a need to position yourself as something. You need to create a structure. Without a structure, you won't go far and you get burned out easily. Clarity, content, community, consistency, and connections. Some people don't want to be known, they want their agency to be known, but not their face.
We are going to be doing it a little bit slightly different. Our guest is a marketing genius. He's just currently got a gig, I think, with Abacus. Idris Olaide, CEO of C-Sprout. We'll be talking about personal branding today and how it relates not into your business as a sports agent, but business across all walks of life. Idris, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I feel amazing to be here. It's long overdue, I would say. But yeah, I'm ready to go, ready to share knowledge, impact people like we always do. So yeah.
We've got beautiful listeners and audience who always tune into this podcast to, get a little bit of insight, especially in their business, how to better their lives. Because in the world of football agency, is an high market kind of business, high ticketing, grades, sharks eat sharks, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I understand.
So everybody wants to learn that tip that can, give them that extra edge as to what will make them stand out. So we've been getting a couple of questions. What can I do in regards to my personal branding? How can I get myself distinguished out there that they can recognize me? I said, okay, who is the best person in the whole of Sheffield to discuss this? I said, yeah, my own boy Idris is going to do this and help me. We'll have a beautiful discussion. Yeah.
We've discussed this before, and I would say kudos to what you're doing with the ball business. It's absolutely amazing. It's flying, and a lot of what we are saying today is something you've incorporated into your business, and that is why it's doing so well. I would say it's one of the fastest growing sport marketing agency in the country.
Thank you.
Yeah, I dare say that because within I don't know when you started, but from the time I've known you, it's been flying. And what you've incorporated is what I would say it's called niching down. No, having a niche. People underestimate what having a niche will do, and what is going on now, what people really want now is someone that understands an aspect of the business. They don't want a jack of all trades. There's jack of all trade, master of none. Yeah, that's the thing right now. You have to niche down. And as regards the sport business, you've niched out to be a mentor, with the FIFA license agent exam.
Thank you.
I think you've been mentoring people, and that have given you authority as, one of the leading voice as regards sport marketing. Yeah. So yeah, the first, before I go further into anything, the first thing I'll say, have a niche, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Thank you for the compliment as well. Something happened last 2 days, and people have just written the FIFA agent exam. So by July 2nd, the results will be out. And new agents are going to be coming up. They are going to be boarding, and okay, what's the next step now that I have my license? And the very, very big thing I always tell people is brand yourself out there. If you are not visible online, definitely you are not visible offline as well, kind of.
Yeah.
It's most certainly. So if I'll ask you, there's always this crossroad between branding, marketing, and sales. As someone who has been in the business for a couple of years, I've got masters in it from the University of Sheffield Hallam in marketing. Yeah. What is branding? What would you say branding is? Personal branding.
Yeah, personal branding is, I would say, personal branding, brand perception, personal branding. It's how people perceive you when you're not in the room. Yeah. And you have to control that narrative. Marketing is, I'll say, it's an umbrella that covers everything. It's marketing, sales, branding, everything's on all other marketing. I would say if I would say it's how you market, so that would be the wrong way to define it, but it's an umbrella that covers everything. While sales is more, direct, selling the product. But before you get to sales, you have to sell yourself, because people buy from people, and you have to sell your personality before you can start selling products.
For those of us that are probably listening through their cars or their stereos, or you are going for a walk, you might not be able to see this list of questions I've pulled in for our guests, for you guys, for audience. Because I get a lot of questions in my DM, a lot of questions in the email. Okay, how do I do this? How do I start? And I've got this very first question for an agent, because we'll be looking at it from the lens of a football agent, because ball business is what this podcast is for. As the CEO of Seed Sprouts, you've been doing this for every other people. Even currently, you're working for a furniture company, giving them advice. On the record, you've also given me a lot of advice. We've done a lot of strategy planning and all of those things. I can see the results, trust me. Why do you think personal branding, why do you think it does matter now?
Yeah. As someone that have been in the industry for quite some time, and the industry has been changing from being, a full stack. No, there's something called full stack when it comes to, developers and all. Now we have full stack marketers, we have full stack this, someone that understands everything. You don't have to understand everything anymore. You just have to know that one thing. Aside knowing it, you have to let people know that this is what I'm known for. This is it. This is what I'm known for. I started off, as you know me, you know my history. I've done everything, email marketing, this and that, that. But right now, I'm focused on SEO. SEO, GEO, whatever, but search engine optimization. So you might be on Google, you might be on this, but still, you need social media to amplify whatever you're saying. Trying to bring traffic to your website or trying to sell what you want to sell. So the reason why personal branding, to go back to what you're saying, is very important now is to be an authority on that topic. You need to brand yourself as an authority, and brand yourself as an authority on that particular niche, that particular topic, that particular subject would give people a perception of, no, when it comes to this is the right person to go. You don't have to have a large market. You just have to have that market and be the best at it. Be known to be be the best. Be known to be the best at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like a kind of trust in what you're doing or what you're known for.
Yeah. That creates trust amongst your audience. It creates trust amongst people you're selling to. Because when you are known for, even as footballers, the people you manage, these players are, some of them is for one skill. He's not always good at Rabona, or he's good at free kicks, or he's an excellent defender. He knows how to tackle. That has to be one thing that, that you're exceptional at, that differentiates you from everyone else.
So talking about trust, because I've worked in meetings, I've had consultations, conversations in the agents, among agents, and especially guys that are mentors to me. Deals have been pulled off or pulled down because the club does not just trust the agents that is representing that player. They want that player so much, and they advise the player, I think you need to do this deal with this agent, because this is the agent we trust. This is the agent we've been doing things with. And now I see what you're saying in terms of that perception. You might not even be the best at what you're doing, because the person the club does not even want to speak to might be better than the person they trust. As an agent, because I really want us to narrow it down to how this brand perception, this all of branding can help agents. Because when they are listening to it, both young, new, and even the veterans, although I know the veterans, of course, they are well into their business, into their game. I see what you're talking about. How does that help an agent? Because you are very versatile in football as well. Yeah. You've advised me as an agent as well. You've advised the ball business in strategic planning and all of those things. So that's why you are here. So I need you to give that message as well to people. Now they are not paying, even though we've paid you. Yeah. So yeah, what would you tell the guys that are agents listening to this? How do you pull that trust in terms of niche?
I would say trust is on two levels. Someone can trust you as a person, but don't trust your ability. I think we discussed this not too long ago. Yeah. Someone can trust your ability to get things done, but don't trust you as a person, because you might,
Be cunning
be
and
cunning with the deals, and try to slip in things that shouldn't be there. So in all walks of life, in all areas of life, you should be someone that is trusted or perceived to be trusted. I'm using the word perceived a lot because it doesn't, in the world of marketing, it doesn't, what you know doesn't really matter. What you are doesn't really matter. It's what people think about you, what you are perceived as.
But don't you think if that what you're trying to say, fake it till you make it, but don't you think you over the long run you will be found out?
Yeah, but that's it. You might be the best at, you know, the legal documents. You read through the legal document, you understand the legal framework. You can spot
Deficiencies, let's say.
deficiencies. Yeah, the deficiencies, the documents in the you are a genius at it, but you are not known. You at the start of the podcast, you called me a marketing genius.
Of
Yada
course, you are
yada.
a genius.
But a lot of people listening don't know me. Now they do. Oh, he's a marketing genius. They might see me walk past the street. They don't know, oh, I just walked past a marketing genius. But, when you start putting yourself out there as this is what I am, I'm not asking you to fake it. You be actually good at because when you say it, you have to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but you have to put yourself out there and about creating trust. And yeah, from putting yourself out there, doing the work, putting out your achievements, the work you've done, you're putting out case studies and results, and
Your journey,
your
documenting your
journey,
journey
documenting
through.
it and
Yeah.
making people see that, oh, this is what this is what we've achieved. And the ball business have managed to nurture, mentor over 100 students to passing their FIFA license agent. Oh, now they are trusted. No, they are the guy when you want to pass a FIFA license agent. Obviously, you guys are the guys now. So that is what I was referring to.
Going back to the discussion you made reference to, I remember you talking about us doing positioning, proof, and presence. That's what you just kind of put in a vague explanation now. As an agent, how do you position yourself? Then you prove yourself and let your presence be felt.
It depends on how you want to go about it. I noticed I've seen your journey, and I love the strategies you've employed so far.
Thank you.
So you've positioned yourself, as I said earlier, as a mentor as regards how to become a FIFA license agent. That is a niche that was not. A lot of people don't look at it.
But I've got some guys I look up to be
Yeah,
fair,
of
them
course you
John
have competitors.
Violas and
Yeah,
all of those
yeah,
big
yeah.
big guys.
It's
Big massive respect to them.
But yeah, it's okay to have competitors. That's the game. That's the game. But there is a need to position yourself as something. Excellent negotiator. There are other things that will come with it. Not as an agent, you will do other things, but they have to know you for something. Or when it comes to female football, there is this person. You used to mention that.
Lindy,
Oh yeah,
top lady,
yeah,
trust me,
yeah.
the best
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
That's what
best
she's known
in the
for.
country.
That's what she's known for.
That's a niche.
That's a niche. That is it.
Sorry, Idris, before you even go further about that, sorry to cut you short. When you're talking about niching down now as an agent, there was a discussion I was having with a young fellow from Oxford. We were on a call, he booked this consultation call. And the first question I asked him, who do you want to represent? Female players or male? And he said both. It's like, okay. Yeah, it's good. It's nice. You can do that. But you want to be specific. You don't even know how to get your first client. And you said both. It's a bit more difficult. It makes your options a bit bigger. So I said, okay, it's fine. I understand it. Because I was also with that kind of mindset until I met mentors, until I did what he was actually doing. I said, okay, but if you had to choose one, he said both. I said, okay, he said, okay, male. I said, beautiful. Under 18 players or already established players, let's say the older one's 21 years old. And it's like, okay. So what I'm trying to say is, for Lindy, she already carved out a niche. She has male players, of course, but when it talks about female footballers, especially in the Americas, especially in Australia, she's the agency to go to. Big shout out to Sisu Sport. So I see what you're saying there.
Yeah, and when you position yourself, you said position, proof,
And presence,
and
yeah.
presence. You need to show the proof. You need to show people workings, what you're working on, what you're doing. You need to put it out there, and you need different. You can do this using different medium. That's why you have social media, you have TikTok, you have. But you need to understand where your audiences are, because even as it's about niching down, even
Yeah.
when you want to be on every platform, you would want to do that. You need to understand the platform that your audiences are, and you need to like put more focus. Of course, you be on, a couple of platforms, because there are is markets everywhere. You would pick, like, I see you are intensifying your effort on YouTube.
YouTube and
Yeah,
LinkedIn, yeah.
and LinkedIn, yeah. So you understand where your audiences are, and you are focusing on that. And even by doing that, you are, because people search for things. There are over 1 billion searches on YouTube every day, billion searches on Google every day. People search for things. You posting all these things is sending social signals to Google, to YouTube. It's telling them, oh, this entity is an authority in this aspect. So when you show proof,
Your presence
your presence is
is being
being
felt.
felt.
Oh, yeah.
So all these things are all tied together, but you need to be structural about it. Sometimes the agents, they just want to bang on. Oh, I'm looking for a player. You need to create a structure. Without a structure, you won't go far and you get burnt out easily.
Like, you are doing a branding masterclass.
Yeah.
As an agent, how would you advise? What kind of structure would you put in place for me if I come to Sys Sprout? Like, although I know I'll come to Sys Sprout for you to give me that masterclass, or what strategy I should use, what structure would you put in place for new agents?
Well, it will be custom to the objective that you want to achieve. You need to understand what you want to achieve with this. You can't just tell me, "Oh, I want to sign a lot of players." Then we have to. Then we would need like 5 cups of coffee to start dissecting how we're going to go about it. Yeah, obviously you have a business plan, you have a business model, how you want to go about things. They will key in the strategy into it. Some people don't want to be known, they want their agency to be known, but not their face.
Big shout out to Toby Adebomi. I remember our first podcast, like, oh, bro, I don't do this. And he's got one of the biggest agencies down in South London, office based in Crystal Palace, Bromley area, Premier League players, championship players, Camille Conte doing the big deals. And he's always telling me, I just want to be in the background. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, some people work. Yeah, they are stealth with it. They don't want to be. They want the agency known, but not their face. And they're raking in money. They're doing deals. So it depends on what you want to achieve, how you want to go about it. Then you can create a structure around it. And working with professionals actually help. Not actually helps a lot, because you might be the best at this, but there are people that is what they do, that's their profession. So that's where people like myself come into play, trying to create a structure that will key into a marketing structure that will key into your business plan, your business goals, your objective. Then yeah, voila.
Working with professionals, because I'll be honest with you, doing this business is a very expensive one. When you pass, I remember when I passed my exam to get my license, I paid $600 first. 3 or 2 months into it, because I did it in May, September the license was expired. I needed to pay another $300. So that's like $900 within the space of how many months? And thank God I'm a sports lawyer. I've been making a little bit of money here and there in the business. I've, been working for other agents, doing legal work. So I had the cash to spare. There are a lot of new agents, probably maybe from Nigeria, where I've come from Ghana, like our brothers. They've got no $900. Now you want them to come and pay $1,500, $800 to see Sprouts to, get the help of a professional. That's why we brought you to this podcast. What are you going to tell them? Okay, this is how you go about it. You don't have money, but start this way, start this way, start this way.
Yeah. There is a saying: if you don't have money, at least you have time.
Yeah.
So you can make time to research. Watch lots of podcasts, watch lots of videos, and although you will struggle on the way, obviously, but consistency, you would while you're being consistent, working, churning out content. The content is very important. I think we'll get to that later. uh, you would eventually find a way. It's a high ticket industry. You would hear ridiculous figures. These guys are raking in money, but
No, no, but trust me, I love that's the misconception about agents, about this business. There are a lot of agents, 4 years in the business, they've not done a single deal. And I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest with you because is the industry is there for the big guys. They've really dominated it. You need to do the beats and grades, like I said.
you're doing good.
It's not about me now.
Yeah, but yeah, if you can do it, then people can do it. I don't want to say because you are your hard work is it's second to none. Because I know you put in the work.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I believe if you're consistent, you would find your way. You would find
One way or
something.
the other, you will
Yeah,
get there.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you need to be realistic. Set realistic expectations and be realistic about your environment. You are realistic about your position. You can't start doing, you know, high quality videos because you don't have the equipment, you don't have the money to do that. You probably don't have enough money to come, have a podcast and all. But there are other ways to do it. There are other ways. You would sit down and think about it. I can't come here because I can't give a solution for everyone's
Situation because it's
situation.
specific.
Yeah, it has to be person specific. But what I can give you is you have to be consistent. You have to work smart. Don't just work hard. You work smart. You work target. Have a set goal and work towards it.
So now that's we've been saying things they should do. So let's go to things they shouldn't do. New agents that still in the place of branding. Why I feel branding is one of the big things for agents is like what we've just said. If you begin to position yourself, you begin to show proof, then your presence will be
You need
felt.
to connect to
Yes. Other
the
agents
other
as
agents.
well,
Yeah,
document your stories and
yeah.
all of those things. So what are the things they shouldn't do? Because we've been saying so much on, okay, do this, do that, do this, in terms of personal branding for football agents. So what do you think they shouldn't do?
What you're known for, you shouldn't deviate from it. At least for while you're going at it. When you have like a page that you are trying to promote, young talents and all, you don't post or tweet I know people have political stance, but if you think that would hamper your relationship with people, because it's there are sensitive topics that you shouldn't post on your agency platform. You can post it on personal. Might still affect you, because now we're talking about personal branding. So there is a thin line between the both. There are some topics that you should deviate from. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. You might have a burner account and
You know,
start tweeting from there.
I've seen some people like go onto their social media, like let's say X now, and they say my account has been suspended 5 times, and they see it as a kind of things to be boastful about. And I'm sat there looking at this account. It's like, no, this tells me a lot about you that you are very controversial. I wouldn't even want to do business with you because we are discussing people's lives, people's salaries, how much they should get paid. I don't want to do business with someone who is there out there saying your account has been suspended 5 times. So I resonate with what you're saying that one of the big things not to do is not to just go there and be controversial and posting takes that are not even true. And that's why you have to learn. Like, you always tell me, know the words you are to use. If you are coming online, use the word like allegedly, I think, in my personal opinion, and stuff like that.
But even your personal opinion is part of the whole thing. So, yeah. the guys that have done it, there is a way they've done it. You can build from there, but there is a way they carry themselves. Yeah, you don't see the likes of what's this Mino Raola.
Yeah, may so rest in
May
peace.
so rest in peace. There is a way you don't see agents, coming online, start even to like. Because I remember while this, I'm a Liverpool fan, by the way.
Come on.
There's this tweet. Someone was saying someone liked Trent's brother liked a tweet. Yada yada.
Of him going to Real Madrid.
Yeah. So that is enough to spark. The tension increases. You make the fans start building a narrative. You should just stay away from all of this. Walk behind the scenes, just like your fellow Toby, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good that way. They don't know you. You get your business done. That is it.
And you move on.
Big
Big mentor there. Shout out to Star Like Us agency. I learned a lot from him, to be fair.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Whatever he's doing is you're killing it.
Going back to starting the business, positioning, proof, and presence. One of the big things you do, and if you check some of the videos down, some of our previous videos, I've still kept them on our YouTube shorts. I started recording myself doing 1 minute football school. And that was the time I started seeing traction. Those videos are still there with me, doing my dreads, talking about offside, just making football content. And that was it for me. Going to tech, and you advise, where should agents focus on posting? Because you said we're going to get there. So that's why I've made that reference back to 1 minute football school. Because then I was using TikTok, but now we really don't use TikTok. So what would you advise? Understanding this sports as an agent.
Yeah. First thing, are you asking about what medium they should post on, or?
Yeah, I'm asking to what medium do you think, or how would you decide?
How would you decide
the medium you should post on?
You picked YouTube and LinkedIn.
And LinkedIn, yes, I did pick that.
Let me put you on the spot. Why did you pick YouTube and LinkedIn?
Okay, first of all, I picked LinkedIn to position myself as a professional, and without any iota of doubt, LinkedIn is the most professional social media out there. So did my banner, sports lawyer, FIFA licensed agent, short, straight to the point. So that's why I picked LinkedIn. And you discussed about SEO being what you are known for. You told me about the numbers of searches they do on Google, and YouTube being an affiliate of Google as well. So we just start posting on YouTube instead of TikTok in that regard. So yeah, those were the decisions, and I didn't regret it. Trust me. Yeah.
And from YouTube, you've managed to build a community.
Of course.
Yeah. Your community grows bigger every day, because I'm part of it, and I see the number of messages that pops in. I've muted it, by the way. So yeah, what has worked for you so far, you might not realize, is clarity in what you are and the content that you put out. Clarity, and there is content. The content you put out is clearly what you want to be known for.
Yeah.
And when you started, you're discussing football, you're getting traction, but you couldn't put a pin on, what is it that, okay, you're a football agent, but you morphed into, sports mentorship, teaching people how to pass their FIFA license agent, and you've managed to, I don't know the numbers of people, but I'm sure a lot of people.
Now, community now, I think last I checked, we have over 150.
150.
Yeah, and not all of them are even in that community. Yeah, so it's a very huge following.
Yeah. So you managed to find you founded a community by posting the interesting and helpful content on YouTube. Your website is also doing good. I see the blogs you put out, amazing pieces. So, but as I said, your focus is on YouTube. You've been gaining traction from there. You've been posting there. You've I'm sorry, I've used the word niche
countless number of times. But it's important,
But yeah, to show you how important it is. So you picked that particular niche and you ran with it, and you've managed to build something beautiful with it. So you built a community. You've connected to the people, connected to the audience, and you've also connected with industry leaders. Because I see the meetings that you. I won't be surprised if I see you with the FIFA president tomorrow.
Oh,
Because
but
I see you with
fingers crossed, touch wood.
touch wood, yeah. You are moving like a train, and that is one thing the people you are teaching should emulate. I hope you always hammer on that, because I know you are a very, you know, you don't like to toot your own, but yeah, hard work is talent. I think that's a slogan here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my personal slogan.
yeah,
I say
personal
that.
slogan. Hard work is talent. Yeah. So yeah, you clarity in your content, community, consistency, and connection. Oh, that's 5 C's. Oh, that's a good one.
Clarity,
Clarity,
content, community,
yeah,
consistency,
and connection.
and
Yeah,
connections. Wow. I think you should put that down somewhere.
yeah.
And yeah, needless to say, comment templates. If you need this discussion, there's a PDF Word format in which we are going to share to you. Comment template, comment seed sprout, comment ball business podcast, and we'll send this to your personal DM. We've talked about what not to do. We've talked about clarity of purpose. We've talked about the technology in which you are to use, how to decide what you are going to use. It has to be person specific. I'm going to ask this ingenious question. All the time when people come to this podcast, I ask them, oh, one last advice. But for you, I'm going to tweak it in a way. How much of the content should people put out there, and agents, how much of the content should you get out? When you say clarity, content, the 5 C's now. So how much of content should be put out there to cement your personal brand?
To cement your personal brand, there is no one shoe fits all. You might do it with one, and but the goal is not to be viral. The goal is to be known as an authority. So you can't cover a subject or a topic with 5 contents. Even there are levels to it. There are a lot of things to talk about. You keep posting on Medium. You share you share helpful content on your website, helpful content on YouTube, helpful content on LinkedIn, helpful content. You go on, there's something called feature.com. It's called it used to be called Help a Reporter Out. It's called feature.com now. You don't have to, you get 3 credits in a month. So there's this platform, reporters come there to ask questions. If you're an industry leader, or you have you're an industry person, you go there, you answer, and trust me, I've gotten I've gotten my piece in some top news outlets. So yeah, you see the Guardian, Telegraph, they ask questions there, and luckily, if they pick your pitch, because you pitch your answer, you can be there. So it's going everywhere, trying to cement your place, because there's something called trust signal as regards Google. So it all ties together. You would want, when they type in your name, Fumbi Ogufowa, coming out as,
Let me type my name now. Let me see what comes out from Biogunfo.
First off, you should use incognito.
Incognito
Yeah.
browser. Okay. Because probably I've searched myself.
Yeah.
I've not done it, to be honest. This will be the first time. Let me see what comes out. Wow. It's brought on my LinkedIn.
Yeah.
A picture of me playing five-a-side. Yeah. The last episode of the podcast, my Instagram medium. Wow. Oh, I see. That's really nice. Yeah.
So imagine talking to someone. You're like, oh, who the hell is this guy? Then you search your name and you start saying, oh, these are the things he has put up. That is trust signal. And even on your website, there are things to do. There is something called trust pilots. Have that on your platform. People you've worked with, people you've provided services to, let them go there. Let them drop a comment, because Google trust pilots, the reviews that they drop. So stuff like that. I'm going into SEO.
Yeah, I don't have that. I think I have to incorporate Trustpilot
Yeah.
in our website.
Yeah, just have a banner.
So how many content should I put out in a week? 5, 6, 7, 8 in a month? 100, 20?
Yeah, as much as you can, but don't water down the content. If it's helpful, if you can provide 100 helpful content, genuinely helpful content, you don't water down your content. You can provide 100 in a day. Go on. Optimize it though.
Yeah.
Let it be optimized because the this search engine, even with social media, you need to optimize the type of the content that you put up there. So let them know, oh, this is when they search for FIFA license agent, let them know, oh, this is the what this person is trying to talk about. Because if you don't optimize it properly, you're just speaking into the void.
That's SEO now. And I think you need a bit of expertise to do that.
Yeah, but I said if you have time, you can, do bits and bits.
There are a lot of AI tools now that you can use. Because I remember someone coming into my DM, or sending us an email, which is nice. Please, guys, you can feel free to ask us questions. Send an email to support@theballbusiness.com. We'll answer you, or just any question, any topic. You can put it down in the comment section. In any of our podcasts, we see it and we'll try as much as possible to follow up. He asked, he's just a one-man business agency. He can't do everything in as much as he wants to put out content. I was like, okay. For marketing and branding, what tools would you advise? From creating content, probably from ChatGPT to your videos to everything.
You want to create videos and
Yeah, like I mean, a one-man agency
Yeah.
that wants to do all of this that you've been advising,
yeah.
and he can't do it alone because of lack of staffing.
Lack of staffing. Obviously, you will have to pick one thing that you want to be doing because you can't be doing all, because it will take a lot of time before you start learning how to do graphics on Canva to start. But yeah, you would leverage a lot on AI because it's you AI is an see it as an assistive tool, and there are some AI that are known for some certain stuff. So when it comes to video, there's in video. When it comes to ChatGPT is like ask a question, and one way to use ChatGPT is say it the way you want to say it in your head, then tell it to give you a prompt that would the best prompt for it to work the way you want it to work. If you understand what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah. So, for example, just say, what prompt should I put in if I want to write an email to the FIFA president asking for a receipt in yada yada yada? It's going to give you a nice prompt. Then take the prompt, put it back in. It's going to give you a nice. If it doesn't work, tell it. You talk to it. I think that's what people don't realize.
You need to have a discussion with
Have a discussion with it. Yeah, that's the whole idea. There is Canva for graphics, in video for videos. Use ChatGPT, and that ChatGPT, all those LLMs, large language models, ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek. So sometimes put it on ChatGPT, put it on DeepSeek. Compare it. One might be better than one. Pick the one that you prefer.
ChatGPT, InVideo, Gemini, and all of those AI tools out there.
If you want to write content on your website, tell it to make it optimized. Create an optimized version of this blog. To add in, your meta tags, everything. If you ask it to add, schemas to it, FAQ schemas, going to add, a structured data that Google will further understand what you're trying to, put out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed my, session. I've learned a lot. I'll still learn from you. Any final thoughts or final advice to?
Yeah, I wish everyone getting into this business and even that has been in the business of football agents, I wish them good luck.
Thank you.
My name is Idris. I don't just do footballers and football agents. I cut across different industries. The business is Sit Sprout, and right now we are doing a free SEO audit for any business. Just it's a website. I'm sure they will drop the link.
Yes. Of course,
Yeah,
we'll do that.
we'll drop the link, and that is also my email, idris@thissprout.com. Come on, let's chat. Let's discuss.
Thank you so much. So that's it. You're getting a free SEO audit for your website. And if you are looking at fast tracking your growth in terms of marketing, in terms of branding, this is the right person to speak to. And like I said, comment template, comment ball business, comment C sprouts in the comment section. And this discussion, we're going to send you a PDF on the step-by-step process on how to build your personal brand. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
God bless.
Yeah.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe. God bless you guys, and have a lovely afternoon. Yeah. Bye.